Hey guys. Oh, what a life. Here we go, guys. Middlesbrough versus Ipswich. We are back from the international break. I hope it's as good as yesterday's. We did a watch along in case anybody weren't there for Huddersfield versus Bolton last night. And it was only 2-1. I know the manner of which it was won by Bolton were great, but the actual game itself, despite it being a 2-1, were really good. I'm hoping for more of the same today. I think I actually did Middlesbrough versus someone. I did Middlesbrough versus someone. When were it now? I'm going to get it up. I've definitely watched a Middlesbrough game. I just forgot who they were against now. The one. Did they win like 2-1 or something? Oh, they played West Brom, didn't they? Yeah, they beat West Brom 2-1 and I watched that one. To be honest, I wasn't overly convinced by them. And they're still carrying on doing really well after. But hello, guys. How are we? How are we, la? Is everybody alright? Kiss. Is everybody alright? Some quick news. I can't get my hair cut for another 3 weeks because my barber's a dog and he's going on holiday, I think. Oh, no, he's going to Thailand, actually, so I can't get in. So, it's this long now. I already need one, and now I've got to wait another 3 weeks to get in. And I refuse. I'm not going to Turks. There's absolutely no way. I'd rather go bald than go to Turks. They will butcher everything, and I'd have to grow it out for ages again. So, unfortunately, I'm going to be looking like Tarzan by the time this is done. Not happy. I'm not happy. How are we though, everybody? How much do you think Fabio Borini will be getting paid by Salford? I've seen that, by the way. That's mental. It depends. Do you reckon he's even in shape? I've not been obviously following him for a while. I've not followed Borini's career really. I don't know what shape he'll be in, and if he'll need will he need a pre-season effectively mid-season? And if it's only a short-term deal, they might get 10 games out of him. Probably a bit though. Probably a bit because it's just a really expensive loan, isn't it? Something like that. Not cutting my hair until Barnes win 5 games in a row. Hold on, I need to move stuff about a minute. Get that on there and that over there. Right. Let's have a look at the lineups. Dun-dun-dun. Right, well, there's Ipswich on first. Let me get that off. Middlesbrough, Callum Britton, Dale Fry, Jones Target, Brown, Hackney, midfield 2. Okay. Brown's not been getting loads of game time, has he? I think he's played the last few weeks, but he's not been getting loads to say it's quite a big loan, that from Sunderland. But that midfield and attack is mental. Alan Brown, Hackney, with Conway in front, Whittaker off right, Berg, Zoig, and then that fellow up front. That ain't bad at all. That's a really good side. However, the most important thing, and the true deciders of if this game is decided by a win or a draw or not, I think lies with Middlesbrough. As you can see, I've got my score prediction there. I think Ipswich win. Personally, I got last night bang on, by the way. We're 2-1 away win for Bolton. But Ipswich just look... Nah, I think it's looking likely that Ipswich and Cov could maybe run away with it a little bit. And that does not look like a changed team to me. Smodics will be down middle and that Aguili will be off right. Philogene off left. Erst up front. Kajust and Matusiwa, yep. I think that's the same team as last week. Maybe Furlong's in for somebody else, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's an unchanged 11, which is quite rare. I'm not gonna lie. I think that is quite rare for McKenna not to make a few changes. You know, am I gonna watch the Oxford vs Derby Snooze Fest? No. Tomorrow I'm away at Bradford, mate. Bradford. Possible playing for Wimbledon. I've done all my predictions. I can't remember what I've said for lads. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't remember what I've said my predictions. There could have been absolutely anything. So I've no idea at this point. I have not got a clue. But yeah, I'm going 2-0. I'm going to go 2-0 to Ippy. I just hope it's a good game. Same as last night. England flat on Smodics. No to do with me. Take it up with streambuilder.com, buddy. No to do with me. Also, a quick thank you to today's sponsor of the stream is okjersey.com. The link is in the description for wicked retros and such. I've got a few, but I've just not got one on right now. Which is poor marketing from me, but whatever. Know what I'm saying? You fancy Philogene to score again? Well, the last few times that I've watched him on telly, he's turned into R9. So, maybe. Scotty. No, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm pretty sure David Hurst, his father, yeah, born and raised Barnsley. So, I doubt he's Scottish. It'll be one of them ones. Where he's like, oh, I'm playing for him just because I'm not good enough, which is what Scotland and Wales and Ireland and all these boys are anyway. Oh, God. That's why I don't like Hurst, by the way, because his dad's a cock. Oh, my God, Sam Real. Hype. Hype. Very true, team manager. That is visually pleasing. Crowd don't look very cracking. I don't know what's going on here. Middlesbrough in Ipswich position by game this season. Middlesbrough have just been top 2 since second game. Ipswich are starting to find their form a little bit now. They are looking better. Slightly as it goes on. No juiced lemons, no anymore. But I think it'll just be a momentary blip. Well, I said the reason, because they've pulled away a few. There's only a couple that they're still with for now. Which, whatevs, do you know what I mean? Have I got a problem with that? Slightly, I'm not going to lie, because I was the best performing person ever by some margin. So, but whatevs, baby. I think he said to me that they're taking a step back to focus more on the product itself, which is fair dues, but obviously not true. Know what I'm saying? That's why there's still other people on it. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. One of them ones. Is it on TV for ITV? Can you tell me if it is? No, I'm watching on Sky. Main event. Is Nan's sister Scottish? They're all like that, aren't they? There's fucking loads of them ones. I must admit, I'm glad football's back on, right? But I need this house move to knock about. I need it to knock about because I'm very efficient now with the stuff that I do, so I can be done quite early. And then especially on international breaks when there's no football on, I am literally just sat there fairly early. I'm just sat there doing no. And there's things that I can do once I've moved in that I can't do yet. So I just wish it'd hurry up. Because it's pissing me off, mate. It's pissing me right off. Felix, we're going to win away at Bradford tomorrow. Listen, there's been a lot of... I've been getting a lot of flack about this. I were even having a combo one at boys earlier saying it's a big game tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, it's a big game. For them. This is just another domino in a long line, buddy. We're going to win. We are going to beat Bradford tomorrow. We are. I'm telling you. We are going to beat Bradford tomorrow away, and I will be there. I'm genuinely convinced. I doubt it, Sam. I can't because people just find it on Rightmove. You know what I mean? If I were one of these humongous YouTubers that's having an house built for me from scratch, then it's like, all right, fair enough. But not when people can just go on Rightmove and find it instantly. You know what I mean? I can't be doing that. Has I doubt now. Wrexham and Birmingham have got so much brass, mate. It's ridiculous. Like they make the money. They're not just chucking it against the wall. You know what I mean? They're not just chucking money that they haven't got around. Birmingham and Wrexham make a lot of brass. There's not a lot we need to do to it, Sam. To be fair, it's more or less brand new. There were an extension put on it not long ago, so basically everything's like brand spanking new. I just need to sort out what'll be my room to do shit like this in. But I know what I'm going to do with it. It's going to be absolutely wicked, brother. Pardon me. Callum Britton, God. He's the reason why I'm not in Premier League. Hutcho, brother. Kiss. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Gut. You get to John. Thank you very much, Hutcho. I appreciate it, mate. Legend. You got to abuse that John. The Silver John. Also, I've got a lot to say about that shit, you know. Hutcho, thank you again. Welcome to the Guts. But you have reminded me of something that I was like ranting about earlier that's just like been sparked up in my mind again because of the John Stones. Why have an academy? Just a wider football conversation right now. Why, unless you've got a Cat 1, why have an academy? What's the point? Someone tell me. Someone tell me. What is the point in having an academy if you are not a Category 1 standard academy? There isn't one. You might as well just pack up and go home. Because I'm looking at the lads, the Barnsley, we've got a very young squad for this division, and I'm looking at some lads that are in and around first team for Barnsley, and there's like 3 main ones that we've brought through effectively that haven't made a first team appearance for another football club. And I'm looking at Jallo, Bland and Jorgen Nathan as the 3 that we've brought through. Not one of them's from Barnsley. We picked them 3 up from other sides once they've been released. That's what had happened. We picked them up from other sides once they've been released. Jallo were released by Benfica, I think, and God knows how Bobby Hassels managed to bring him to town. Bland were released by West Brom, and I forgot who Jurgen Nathan were brought by. That is, Jack, it is true that we accepted bid. That is true, which is just even more ridiculous. But I'll get to that. Right. Hold on. We're about to kick off. I'll carry on my rant in a minute. We're about to kick off. 1 sec. I'll just gather my thoughts a minute. Right, we're off. Ipswich kickers off. Right to left. Right. I've not got a scoreboard on screen. And there we go. Right. So, the three that we've got in and around squad aren't even Barnsley boys anyway. We've not brought them up from being kids. We've quick-scoped them at 16. That's what we've do. Once they've been released by much bigger clubs than us, we've gone and swooped in and picked them up. But the Wilkinson fella, it was reported in summer that he'd gone to Chelsea, and it's been announced today that he's gone to Ipswich instead. So he's gone. He's England captain for under 16s. He's gone, and then we've had another kid today be bought for 350 grand with like add-ons and all this bag of shit by Newcastle. Another England centre-back. We're little Barnsley, right? For us to run an academy, it costs, I'm sure the owner previously said it's at least £2 million a year. Every single year, while we're in League One, bleeding money, we are paying £2 million a year to run this academy. We have got an England captain for his age group and another England player for the same age group, under 16s, not under 12s, under 16s. You're approaching men's game, and we've got 2 England footballs in that team. We're going to get a combined £1 million a max for them both. What's the point in running an academy at a constant loss if we're going to sell 2 of the best footballers in this country for their age group for less than half of what it costs to run the thing every year? What's the point? What is the point in doing it? We might as well do what we're doing, because the 3 that we've got in team are Jallo from Benfica that we picked up at like 16, same as Blandu come this time last year, and Jurgen Nathan, who's been about for a little bit, but again, we picked him up from somewhere else. We might as well do what Brentford did. Go and get someone like Jallo from Benfica. We'll go, right, we'll give you a decent contract, and then immediately send him to League 2 or to non-league. Why bother having a kids' academy for as soon as you've got anybody that's half decent, a super team just comes and nabs them? What's the point? What's 350 grand to Newcastle? They probably make 350 mil every year. They can afford to go around the entire country and pick up effectively 15 to 20 at best kids in the entire country that aren't at someone like Newcastle or Aston Villa. They can go around Championship and League One, any non-Cat 1 academy, and just think, I'll have him. I don't give a flying cahoot if they're any good. They're just free hits, and if they're all right, they're all right. It's pointless. It's pointless. They've got to increase compensation for it. What is the point? How can we lose? I think Wilkinson's from town. I know other lads from town, him that's gone to Newcastle. How can we bring them up from being children, from being full-on nappy babies, nurture them all the way through? They play for England. One is the captain of England. How is that worth 200 grand? It's stupid. It should be bidding starts at £1 million if they've made an England cap. It's something. It just got to deter the massive clubs from just coming and sweeping up every decent talent that we've got in the entire country. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Surprised Blaze didn't take them. Thing is, Barnes' Academy, it's not a Cat 1, but it's not bad at all. For size of us as well, and again, we're smack in middle of Leeds, Sheffield Wednesday, and Sheffield United. Our academy has churned out some ballers. But like, they don't get a chance to even get there anymore. And every time anybody comes from Barnsley anyway, it's like, oh, the next John Stones. We've got rid of 2 potential John Stones in space of a day. What's the point? And John Stones actually didn't get quick-scoped at 12. He played for us. He was starting for Barnsley at 18. Oh, I don't know. What's the point? What is the point? Yeah, that were Joseph and all. I saw all that. And like, yeah, we're losing money, but so is everybody else. Do you know what I mean? It's just stupid. Tyler, I completely agree, but at the same time, that's just the way the football is going at minute anyway, so there's nothing you can do to stop it. So if 15 and 16-year-olds are going for this much money now, eventually it's just going to get to that point anyway. It's just daft. No, you can't blame kids. You can't blame kids for not being loyal enough. If you're 15 and someone like Newcastle or like a Chelsea or one of them boys comes in for you, you're just gonna think, well, I get a chance to go and play at this like insane facilities where players that are much better than where I am now, and you think it's gonna do better for you, but they've got no interest in you. Like a lot of these players are just fillers for maybe one decent player that they think can do a job in Prem. Been alright, Brighton game, mate. How are yours? Kiss. You got Middlesbrough draw. What about that? Goals 1-6. What a strange bet. You are odd, Will. You are an odd bod, mate. I just think, you know, with money side of things, I think it's too easy at this point to just say, oh, well, distribute it better from top to bottom. Because there's just so many different things that's making the gap as big as it is. Obviously, the lack of wage cap is making the gap at top even bigger. Then the distribution from Premier League down is a joke. Then the fact that the compensation's a joke as well for kids, so you can just go and take every single decent under 18 in the entire country if you want to, and it doesn't even make a dent in your finances because you've got that much money. It's just stupid. I mean, it's stupid. It's just the gaps everywhere are just getting huge. Oh man. As a Cardiff fan, our academy produces a good player and I'm happy with it. Yeah, well, yeah, like someone said earlier, your location helps, doesn't it? And it really don't help us that we're smack in middle of Leeds and Sheffield United that are two cat ones. Wednesday for Sizerham, I know they brought some good players through recently. And they had that young kid, Kadametro, whatever his name is. They've got brothers, haven't they? One's starting for him now up front, basically. But the other one, who's supposed to be like the real serious deal, Man City have just come and swooped him for like £1 million. And it's like Man City make about 500 million quid every year. So 1/500th of your revenue for one single season can go and buy one at best prospects in an entire country for his age. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They've got to increase it. One of the only persons Plymouth being in middle of nowhere with academy, but agree any lad. Yeah, exactly. Anybody's picking Chelsea and that. You just are. I think. I don't know if that Wilkinson were a Barnsley fan, but the other lad were. Well, it is. Oh, decent chance of Middlesbrough. It happens to everybody. I'm not saying like it's an oh woe me, like oh my god, Barnsley were such big victims, because it just happens. It happens to everybody at a different sort of level. But it's just stupid. Compensation should be higher. Yeah, it's good if you can get him playing quick enough. Like, and Jallo's been unlucky with injuries, and again, it's not our lad. We got him from Benfica when they released him, but we've managed to keep him on a contract that's going to mean if he does leave, we're getting absolutely boatloads of money for him. I think it's like that a lot, Jext. Like a few small teams just bring through these absolute gems. You've got notoriously really good ones, like apart from your Cities and Chelsea and that, like Southampton are incredible, Sunderland, Sheffield United, really good. Like there's a QPR, like there's a few that are really good that aren't like super teams, but they're just going over everything now. One of them. Brighton Gamer, my brother. Thank you very much for the 5, my dear boy. This is a random thing just happened. Salford has signed for Premier League and Serie A player Fabio Barini. Thoughts on this, Cal? I spoke about it just at start. Because I've not seen him since he was at Sunderland. You know what I mean? He went to Italy, didn't he? I think, but I can't remember him. Nah, like I can't. I'm not saying I can't remember him. I can't remember his career post Premier League. I have no idea what shape he's in, where he's been, what level he's played at. He might be an old man. I don't know his age anymore, so I generally don't even know. I don't know what he's going to be like. But it's just for the name aspect, I think other teams in League 2 are going to look at him and think, oh, bloody hell, not fancying it against this guy. When you know if he gets on ball, what he can do. But short-term contract, he'll be on a wedge. He'll be on a serious wedge. Salford aren't messing about, are they, with brass? And they were close to being in bother, weren't they? If not for this investment round that they've done. Good ball, that. Why is Leif Davis stood up front? But thank you, Brighton Gamer. I appreciate it a lot, my friend. Cheers, mate. Kiss. Good man. Good man. Thank God Jallo turned down Real Madrid. They're interested in him, and I doubt to believe the club would have rejected a bid from... No, I'm not being funny. If Real Madrid come and knock on Barnsley's door, you're just doing whatever they said, aren't you? It's one of them. It's one of them. I know Leeds were close on him. I know Leeds were really close on him. Leeds Academy's good and all, isn't it? Obviously with Grays and that. But yeah, we're lucky. We just need Jallo to not... If he can come out and not get injured, then we've got a serious player. A lot of Barnsley fans aren't convinced on him. And I just think it's because he's not been consistent enough, in fairness. But you don't have loads, like countless Premier League and Serie A teams sniffing around a child unless they're going to be really good. And he come from Benfica. You know what I mean? He's going to be a player. He's so... I rate him massively. Especially in this league. If he can stay fit when he comes back... Middlesbrough on a decent attack here. If he can stay fit when he comes back... Against League One defenders... We saw what he could do very briefly before he did get injured. And you're like, fucking hell. Mate, he could take the piss. If he gets to run of games, he will take the piss. Like, it could be a thing of... Cleary, Vickers, Jallo behind Dunn. We like Phillips, Connell, Bland, Kelly, Russ, McGoldrick. Just need him to come back and be alright. Nah, Fabs. Ellis, I'd think more just based on what he is, but I don't think they've been utilising him properly, really. Kyogo. And he didn't get loads of touches at ball in the bits that I've seen of him so far. But if you're not getting loads of touches at ball as a striker, it's because you're getting doubled up on. So there's obviously gaps elsewhere for him. What's his market value? Little bit of a boo-boo. Middlesbrough chance. It's a poor touch, though. Oh, they won a corner, but he should have done a bit better there. Conway. I think Jallo's value... I actually don't know. I think he's got 3 years, including this one. So he's got 2 years after this summer. For like an 18-year-old kid who, if he weren't injured, would be starting every week in League One. Don't know. I actually don't know. Depends, because if he comes out, say if he's back and starting 1st of January, just for argument's sake, so he gets half a season. If you said that he gets, I don't know, 10 goal contributions as an 18-year-old for a top League One side, you're looking at a lot of money with 2 years left on his deal. If we go up, we're obviously in an even better position. But I can't see him going yet, personally, just because of the injury side of things. Finley, I think it could be in a bit of bother. Lee Grant. I'm just watching this because I don't know if it's... No, Conway's jumped when he gets pushed. It's daft. It's daft. Yeah, it'd be a few milli. It'd be a few milli rock. Brighton Gamer, my brother, thank you very much for the 5 again. I appreciate you. Legend, Kiss, thank you very much. Fabio's 34 years old and has been at multiple clubs, including... See, I do vaguely remember him at AC Milan, vaguely. AC Milan, Hells Verona, and Sampdoria after leaving Liverpool and Sunderland. He's 34 now. See, I'd have thought we were older than that. 34's not these days, is it? 34's not these days. God. Why is he in League 2? Oh, God, they played decent stuff there, Borough. Oh, unlucky. Oh, they still got it. Oh, I lost it again. Yeah, transfer market's a load of crap, mate. Come on, it says Dunn's worth like 800 grand. And if he leaves for 800 grand, I'm finding it nearest bridge. Thank you again, Mr. Gamer. I do appreciate you a lot, my friend. Oh, they even got Salford. Like, he shouldn't be there, should he, really? Couldn't he go to, like, Notts County or something? If you're going to go to that level, go to a proper side, at least. Kiss. Oh. Come on, give me a bit of something. I know I've been waffling for ages, but there's not out happening yet. Apart from obviously Ipswich playing it. Oh, that's a loose one. Apart from Ipswich nearly having a boo boo. That's a good ball from Philogene. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'd have thought it were older, Mr. Brighton. I would have thought it were older. Like I saying, 34 is actually now. My goal just 37. Know what I mean? What I'm saying. It's all for the pants. Have they still got chuffing? What's his name? Carl. I think they have, haven't they? Liam Manning Derby. Absolute cinema. Jai, I'm not going to lie. I think you've got a decent chance there. I'm surprised. That's not on Sky, is it, actually? I don't think. Blackpool's going to. A few of the games that I'd have looked at and thought that would be aren't on. There's some strange ones. That's not, like I thought Barnsley vs York could have been on, to be fair. Corner Ippy. Thoughts on Oliver Wilkinson. Eddie, I was speaking about it for about 10 minutes, mate. If you honestly, I'm not even joking or trying to take piss. Like if you hover over like the screen or tap it and you go back to the start, I was talking about it for ages there. Might target the richest championship player. I'm trying to think on top of my. There's got to be some of the boys that's been about for a bit. Surely. Someone that's been more brash about their career than Matt Target. Straight to keeps. Saying that, he's been at Prim for ages, hasn't he? He's been on a wedge all that time. Maybe you're right. Foul. Okay, surprised. Good turn, lad. Really good turn from Smodics. That's a foul straight from behind him. Ref, no. No worries, Eddie, at all. No worries, brother. Go on side. What a ball. Oh, my God. Leif Davis, that was honestly fantastic. Good ball, back post. Oh, good defending, to be fair. That from Davis there. Serious little ball. Across. Sits him on his ass. Is he offside? No, it's stood proper. Sits him down, and instead of just blasting it aimlessly to back stake, that is a rate pass. Yeah, Baz has probably got to say will, to be fair. Sissoko, yeah, he's been about, hasn't he? He went Prem for a long time. York opponent this year. Yeah, but they're all speaking like the next big thing, aren't they? One of them. I'm going to York on Wednesday, actually. As if you can watch game, Mr. Gamer. Mad in it. If you're the promoted side, stay in Prem, do you think it'll fix the gap between Prem and Championship? I don't know. I truly don't know anymore. I think they're just getting in a trap. We sort of evolved past the. There were always this saying, weren't there? Or like this little thing where everybody were like, "Oh, your Fulhams and Norwiches, them type of sides. They can never like stick it, but they always go back up." And one of them, I think, if somebody like Wolves went down, then they just sort of get caught in that cycle as well. They'd be like a new Leicester. I think it's hard to sustain it once you come out. But that's probably the hardest thing. Once you get relegated, getting back in and staying in is probably the hardest thing. It's hard to build on something. Good touch, Davis. He's a proper player, isn't he? Ref. Okay. That's a good ball, that. They've got out really quick, Middlesbrough there. They've got up pitch really, really fast. That's a great little ball. This Bergzog's one that's not ever really done it for me. That's a poor ball, Whittaker. Wolves would piss league if they got relegated. Absolutely. They would absolutely take piss. I agree with you. It's a card. He's lucky and all. He is lucky because I'll tell you what, it's centre half for Borough that's got a card there. He knows what he's doing, but he nearly took him out. And if he'd have carried on there, he'd have got a card and it'd have been through. It would have been in bother. I wish we'd have had an away. If it had been York away, I'd have loved it, honestly. All right, Luke, come on, man. I'm away at Bradford tomorrow. Oh, weak pass. Oh, even weaker touch that. It could have been through there. Just absolutely clattered into him and all. Bradford, mate. It's Bradford. Yes, Kuze! Will, thank you very much. Kiss, legend. I spoke about that earlier as well. I'm trying to think of what I said. If you'll not... Well, you were here yesterday, weren't you? Yeah, we're going to find out on Monday if Banker are out with it. They just need some other form, but they're going to be fine with it because they were fine with first initial thing anyway. And again, if they weren't fine with it being so close to a mine, then there'd be not one single house built in the entire town. So it's one of them ones. We'll be fine. I think we'll get a completion date sometime next week. And then I ain't like, you know, we move in and our lass is going to think, oh, we're going to be building chairs and that fruit day. I don't think so. I'm sorting office out immediately. I need a background for my shit. Straight away. That's first thing that's being done immediately. But yeah, not too long now. Not too long. I mean, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to when Bradford come to our place. I've not seen him at Barnsley in a hot minute, and yeah, I think they'd sell out. Probably bring like 4.5k, 5k to Barnsley. Safe standing is good, Mr. Gamer. I don't know if you've been in it before, but my season ticket's safe standing now at town, and I prefer it, me. Toast, I don't want that for a long time. I got paid today, actually, so absolutely fantastic. I don't want that to happen for a long time. Long time. The longer it is before I tell anybody what I've made off that, the better. Is it just me or is Kajust a bit shit? We're going to Prem, but every time I've watched him in Champions looked average. The turnover is just a bit too quick, I think, at minute for Ipswich. He strikes me as someone that's better when they've got a foot on ball a little bit. Matu Siwa is more of an athlete, isn't he? I think he's more one to get stuck in on you. But Kajust, I think, is a bit of a controlling player. And when it's just flip-flopping all the time and there's never any sustained pressure, and you're not going to really get it away at Middlesbrough anyway. When they're at home to some crap sides, I think that's when you'd probably see best out of him, Kajust. Just from what I've seen of him so far. Paul, are you a Bradford fan? Paul Guis. Ah, Guis. I'm assuming so because he's just got a chicken thing. Toast, honestly, we don't want to. Let's just not even bring it up. But at least you know that. You know what I mean? You can't go in it. You physically cannot go in it. You think Acknell go in summer, even if Middlesbrough go up. If they go up, they'd keep him. But I think if they stay down, he's more or less definitely going. You get a Prem move, won't he? Paul Guis is a Bradford fan. So, like, seriously, and you're a Bradford fan, Ruben, aren't you? Genuinely, are you that confident that you'll win tomorrow? Is it because you're that good, or do you just not rate us? From a Bradford perspective on about Barnsley tomorrow, because I genuinely look at it and think don't get me wrong. I've said that I think you're a good side and that you're going to be really good at home, which I stand by. It's obviously been proven so far. You've won every game, every comp. But I look at it tomorrow and genuinely think we should win. I really do. If we play how I know we can play against sides that have a go at us, because you're not going to defend, you're going to come at us proper, and that benefits us. And I just think with the way that games should shape up, I genuinely think Barnsley win that game tomorrow. I definitely think we get something. I make Barnsley favourites, obviously, because I think we'll win. But I definitely think we come away with at least a point. We had a blip, but Uren is one that's changed things quite quickly and made things happen and results happen quite quickly as well. Yeah, subs are crap. For the most part, subs are crap. In fact, it depends, because obviously, as subs for tomorrow, we'll probably bring on McGoldrick, Kelly, who's good in middle. Oh, good run. Oh, unlucky. Decent little run that from Anthony. Yeah, we'll probably bring on Kelly, McGoldrick, maybe like a Russell or a Yoga Nathan, but that's it. They'll not that'll be probably a place to come on. Oh yeah, you're obviously really good at home. Yes, right in jeans. I will. Let's see who he's setting up. Tomorrow, I'd play the exact same team that he played away at Wickham. I would just put Roberts in for early if Roberts is back. That's the only thing I'd change. If Roberts is genuinely fit enough to play, then I would start him instead of Earl. But that's the only change I'd make. If we're going to have Cleary, Dunn, Vickers, Phillips as effectively front four, that is top notch. With McGoldrick off bench, that's serious. I'll tell you what, one thing's for sure, we will definitely score tomorrow against Bradford. Definitely. I would just love to be sat, Sunday morning, because I'm going to do a live Sunday morning again. If I sit there Sunday morning and we've won, I'm going to be such a smug little bastard. Oh, decent little play from Huddersfield there. Chance on edge. They're trying to walk it in. It's pissing me off. Yeah, that's annoyed me. He should have just pulled trigger there. He really, really should have just pulled trigger there on edge. And Middlesbrough could have been 1-0 up. Back to game. Thank you for the 2 again, my friend. Feeling generous tonight. No more lol. I'm going to say, stop, man. I appreciate it a lot. But I'm going to go into my moist critical era. Like, come on, bro. Spend your money on you. It's your money. Spend your money on you and things that benefit you, mate. It's a cold world, Brighton Gamer 07. It's a cold, cold world. I appreciate it, though, nonetheless. Thank you very much again. You are the man. Case, legend. Love you. Maybe Paul Gush. Maybe. Maybe I will. I think we'll come back with something. We do any relegation lives or just top clashes? I only do Ellis, if it's like a Friday night effectively or a Thursday night, something like that. I like my midweekers, but there's no point in me doing. Or if it's a really big Sunday game, like when it were Ipswich Norwich, for example, I'll do them types. But I can't do Saturday AF12 as most of the time because I'm at Barnsley game. So do you know what I mean? And if there's loads of other games on at once, it's like, how do you decide which game to actually watch? Like next Friday, Leeds are at home to West Ham, I think, and Preston are playing Sheffield United. So there's 2, so I'm going to watch them both at the same time. One of them. I wish, Kyle, mate. I wish. Killian, so far, there's not a great deal. Ipswich had a decent chance where Davies played it in, which were nice. But other than that, Middlesbrough probably had foot on marginally, a little bit more. But there's not a great deal to say at the minute. They've just been caught out a little bit back. Ipswich. Ipswich are sloppy. That's a good way to describe them so far. Hackney's been good. But I always felt like Hackney were going to be good in this. Because obviously the Ipswich being in for him and him sort of pulling out at the last minute and all that. So he's got a point to prove anyway, hasn't he? Being like, yeah, this is what you could have had, sort of thing. Harry, yeah, I still think Brim will be up there across a full thing. The squad's just too good not to. I do think that is just an aspect that a squad can be that good that you almost can't fail. Do you do a derby game? If they're on midweek, yeah. Or if they're on a Friday or Thursday night. Champ this year, Coventry and Ipswich are the two that I'm looking at for top 2 at minute. Playoffs, it's anybody's game, innit, really? Absolutely anybody's game. I want to say Millwall. But I think it'll probably be somebody like Leicester. Good ball. Leif Davis is so high up. That's a rate pass. And ball. Sure. No. It's a corner. I'm surprised. That looked like handball to me. Really good block, if not from Jones. But Davis, again, he's best player on pitch. A left back. Do you know how mad that is? That you can say a left back is comfortably the best footballer on this pitch. That is such a good ball across. Hurst comes in. That's an absolute... It's one of them. It's a grey area because it definitely... Obviously, it's his arm. And his arms... I think that's a pen. I think that's a pen, me. I mean, it's a definite goal. If that doesn't... If it doesn't hit him, it's a definite goal. I think you're really right in line with saying that that's by his side. I think it's out slightly to a point where... I think VAR would probably come in and do something there. I do think VAR would have probably done something like that. To be fair, should have done better there off corner. Yeah, I think they've been scammed a bit. Ipswich, I'm not gonna lie, I do think they've been scammed. Probably same here. I'll switch Prem game and March stream and have 2 games on your stream. What the hell? What the hell, gamer? I appreciate the love, my brother. How long Shepard got left on his contract? Asking for a friend. Not this summer coming. One after, I think. But I'm assuming we'll try and tie him down this summer. Because there's going to be on pittance in here. You'd think if we got him from Pontycalls. Again, if we go up, we're in a much better position, aren't we? But I don't think, something like Shepard, I don't think the bid will be enough from anybody to make us sweat, ever. Because ultimately it's a League One centre-back, and he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good. I think he's the best one by an absolute mile. But it's not like somebody like Dunn, or Phillips, or Connell for us, where you're like, fucking hell, if somebody comes in here, you're looking at one of the best players in the league, it's going to cost multi-millions. I think we'd rather just let it ride than give him a contract that he's not worth. But I like him. Seriously, I like him. He's a Wednesday boy, isn't he? And all. But I like him, Shep. I do like him. Mark, thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Goats, my boy. John Stone's badge, baby. John Stone's badge. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it a lot. Welcome to the Goats. Smile. Good man. When we're Barnes' best era, probably 90s. Obviously, we got promoted. We were close to getting in playoffs a few times in 90s anyway before we went up. Obviously, playoff the Premier League year, then playoff final year after. We got to quarter final at FA Cup twice in a row, I think. So we had a really good spell in 90s. Thank you again, Matt. Do you think Barnsley need a win tomorrow to keep it race for top 2? I reckon Bolton and Cardiff will start to run away with it eventually. I don't see Cardiff running away with it. Oh, it's another decent attempt. Ipswich are really good at these like cutbacks. They're not just lumping it back stick, are they? Honestly, they're doing all right. They just slop it. Same again there. Oh, chance here, Borough. Real big chance. What a ball. Conway, goal surely. He saved it. He's got to bury that. Hackney. Good save. He's got to bury that, Conway. That's not good enough. You've got to finish that. That's the type of stuff that bites you in your ass. You've got lucky at the other end and you've got to finish that. Should have been losing, really, from a pen. And there could have been 1-0 up there. Do I think we need to win tomorrow? No, I think it's very early in it still. And we've got 2 games in hand on everybody. I think we need to win to keep in with top 2. Because a lot of sides that are in that race at the minute, I think will fall off anyway. I think the next few weeks are important for us though. Like Bradford away, then Rotherham at home, then Donny away, then somebody like Northampton after. We've got to be winning we've got to come out of that with 9 points at least, I think. Ball. Edge at box. Chance. Whittaker. Oh, it's just bouncing all over the place. Another chance. Oh my god. How is this 0-0? How have Middlesbrough not scored there? Oh, it's another good ball. They're putting it on him here. What the hell? No, Donovan Pines has gone somewhere. I think he's gone back to America. I don't know how they're not winning Middlesbrough. I really don't know how they're not winning. That Conway chance was massive, but then they defended all right there, to be fair. With blocks and that. Mark, come on, man. Cheers, though, mate. Just reading messages a minute. Oh, yeah, we definitely need to turn up tomorrow. We can't just go and sort of roll over a little bit. We can't be slack in a game like this. But you can't be slack in any game, can you? Because we were slack at home to Port Vale and got slapped. So... You said that, Lewis, but like last year, there weren't a great deal. There's been a few years in League One where it's just been absolutely dross and the ways have been crap. What the hell, Les? That's awful. Do I have any Wednesday or United mates? The only Wednesday or United fans I know are through... Ball! Oh my god, how is this 0-0? Ipswich should have just scored then. I think he's tipped that off line. He's done really good if he has. Keeps. Davis again, not back. Bloody hell, it's been a right 0-0 this. Yeah, the only Wednesday or Sheffield United people that I know, or apart from Jimmy, obviously, who's a creator. Middlesbrough on now. What is going on? Chance Middlesbrough! What is that? What? Middlesbrough striker's just had an absolute howler. An absolute howler. How has he not scored that? The forward for Middlesbrough. Like, it was strange for him to have had that shot from there. Palmer's, it's a really crap save. He just puts it straight back into path for him. And then he's missed by about 10 foot from what should have been a tap-in. Been a great game, this. This has been a great game. Anyway, going back to it. Yeah, the only people that I know, apart from Jimmy, who I've met like through this, Sheffield United fan, Blades Ramble, the only Sheffield United or Wednesday people that I know, pardon me, oh, Smodic sit back, oh no he didn't, he got cleared offline, are through my girlfriend's family, that's it. Same with Robert, I know one Rotherham fan through my girlfriend's family. That's it. Apart from, because she lives in Rotherham anyway, but apart from her side of things, I do not know any Wednesday or Sheffield United boys. Apart from our gym. And I don't want to. To be honest, I don't want to. I think they've got lucky there. By throwing. Decent ball. Oh. The only thing, like, I'm obviously just talking about Barnsley Bradford again, just like normal. I'm confident because of our game and what we're like against the better sides and ones that want to go at us. But Bradford are that sort of team as well. Bradford are the exact same. Yeah, they've had a really good record against sides that want to play against them. So it could bite us in Arsenal. But I don't think it's as easy as just saying, oh, Barnsley have got to be on it or we'll just lose. Because if Bradford is slack, we will score a lot of goals. Don't get me wrong, it's an absolute given that Bradford will score. I'm going tomorrow knowing that I'm going to wait home fans just go nuts at one point. I know it for a fact that we're going to concede because we do effectively every week. But I just think we're really good going forward for the most part. I get into Bradford about 8:11, I think. I don't even know. Where's away pubs? Any Bradford boys in here? Any away pubs near train station once we get in? that's going to show up football ideally because I want to go and watch Millwall at F12. That's 5 minutes, Borough putting it on. Showing stats now. I think Barnsley the week games in hand, tough games. They are Stevenage away and Cardiff at home. Depends when we get them. If they might have red cards by the time we play them, you know what I mean? You could have completely different circumstances by the time you play them. They've not even been rescheduled yet, so I ain't got a clue. You think Bradford will let us have ball at home? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Bradford would be more likely to come and get some at ours, if I'm honest, because then you can justify going and sitting back. But Bradford are not going to let us have all ball tomorrow. No way. Not a chance. Well, because one of Millwall boys are coming with us. Millwall. I love Millwall. How old are you, Borough Fan TV? Borough Fan 76 even. When I first started going, when I had my first season ticket when I was 8, and I weren't allowed to Tuesday night games for like first year, I think, until I was like 10, I think. Because obviously then school in morning. That was like a genuine thing. I weren't allowed to go when I was 8 when I first started going. Another good ball from Davis. That's a pen. Yep. Yep. Good choice. Good choice. On first view, I think that's a pen. He's pulling back clearly. Again, Davis, best player on pitch by a mile. He's the best player on this pitch by a landslide. Is Callum Britton giving it away? There's a smile on my face. Is that a pen on second viewing? You know, I'll tell you what, you know they're in bother. He's pulled his shirt. I know it's soft, but you're pulling his shirt. So it's one of them. Is it soft? Yeah. But he's pulled his shirt visibly in front of ref, so it's stupid. It's stupid. And it's one of them, as soon as you put your hands up like that, you know you've done something. That's what it is. Anybody that's ever played football, as soon as you're running behind somebody, you don't want to trip them up and you give them a little clip on purpose. Little 2 hands up job. Ref, come on, man. What? You know what you've done. I just think, is it soft? Yeah. But you're just stupid for putting your hands on somebody's shirt when ref's 10 yards away from you. No, George just a knob. I want him to miss. The pig. He's gone down and he's yeah, but you can just say he's bought it, you know what I mean? One of them. It's Britain's fault for being daft. Anyway, Earth's pen. I would like him to miss. Not against Ipswich, just against Hurst. Please miss Hurst. Please miss. Oh, come on, you cock! Good save, lad. You absolute D-dar bastard. Get in. Come on, Middlesbrough. You know what? Probably deserved. Probably fair on reflection of it. Good save, that. It's not even a bad pen. That's a good save. That is a good stop, that. He's going to keep us right. Good stop. Hold on, there's still time. Oh, no. Middlesbrough have cleared it. They're probably going to other end and score. You know what? They're both leaving men up. When they're defending, they've both got fast forwards on up front. Like, obviously not Hurst, but he's a bit of an hold-up man. You can get up pitch really quickly, what I'm trying to say. You can get up pitch quickly with Hurst. And then with some lads that Borough are leaving up, they look lightning. They're fast against them centre-backs. Toy Story trim. Yeah, he has, hasn't he? To be fair. Toy Story trim. Oh, God. I think it's actually said that's a bad pen. No, it's just one of them ones, isn't it? If it gets saved, it's bad automatically. Even if it went top bins at 100 mile an hour, you just say it were bad. And somebody could p-roll it into the bottom corner, like just slightly to the side at corner. Right, pen. Absolute stereotype. Any penalty that goes in is good. I wouldn't have thought Humphries would start. But obviously there's the ex-Barnsley thing there. So maybe that's part of it. But I got told from a little birdie, right? I got some serious goss other day that apparently there's a chance that we go in for him in Jan. Only be a loan. But that could be a thing to keep an eye on. Maybe. Obviously, if you've got injuries, Bradford, and he starts getting more game time, then it won't happen. But he's fallen out of favour a little bit, hasn't he? I'm slightly worried about someone like Cook coming on against us, you know. I look like a foul. Surprise, ref. Yeah, I'm slightly worried about Cook coming on because he's not. I don't think he'll start, will he? I don't think. So him coming on against somebody like Earl, who's just soft as out. One of them. Spacey don't do it. He owes me, McBurney. That man owes me. Yeah, Poynton's injured then. But then what are you going to do? Are you doing Humphries and Kavanagh behind Swan? Is that what you're going to do? Good strength. Good strength, Whittaker. Ball. How's that gone in? Oh, God. You know, something like really good chances that both these sides have made so far, and that's what goes in. Oh, football. Football, honestly. I love this league. I love this league so much. The chances that these two sides have created. To be fair, Whittaker's done well there. But there's nobody even on him. Can't sort his feet out. He's just bounced off his shin and gone in. Oh, mate. That's onking. Oh, it deflects, to be fair. That's quite harsh. Hold on. No, it's not, is it? He should definitely sort his feet out in time there. It's just one of them defenders. They're not footballers, are they? Absolute goofballs, all of them. They are such goofballs, centre-backs, that can't play football. It's mental. Will, thank you very much. Love you very much, Kiss. Welcome to the Watch. Thank you very much, my man. Wow, Mod Badge and John, you are rocking them all, baby. You're like a seasoned veteran. Thank you, Will. I appreciate it. It's Bergzorg. What? I thought it was Whittaker that played that. Money? Well, regardless, Chuffy did well. Absolutely bodied defender. Well, it's half time anyway. I didn't expect that. I really did not expect that. Obviously, I've gone for 2-0 on Ipswich for prediction. But bloody hell, I can't believe that's how it's gone in. Some of them chances and all, like Leif Davis has been brilliant so far. He's been comfortably best player on pitch by an absolute mile, I would say, respectfully. I think he's been best player by some margin. Let me see the stats, actually. So they are actually quite Middlesbrough heavy. That surprised me as well. I'm not going to lie. I think it's been quite even. Ipswich have been better, like good in certain spells, haven't they? But I guess for the most part, yeah, I do slightly. I agree with it. Well, you can't argue with stats, can you? Like, but boys, it is time. You all know what time it is. Everybody, load up your shit ass app. We are going on Blue Cat. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, everybody. Bosh. The code is 224258. 224258. Here we go. Blue Cat time. John. I actually finished third yesterday. For anybody that weren't here, it was my first ever podium. Get in. First ever podium for yours truly. Brighton Gamer, I've been playing it, right? I've been playing Skate. But I just think there's not a great deal to do. I know it's still early access and it's a free game, like, but there's not a lot going on it, is there? Like there were on free. Felt like there was a lot more to do. There's just not a good to do on it, and I do like it. I wish you could go back to Spawn Island, and no, that's pissed me off. Kelly, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. Guys, we're on Blue Cat 224258. Thank you, Kelly. I do appreciate it. Very much appreciated. Yes, it were a really good half. They actually were a really good half, that. It's one of them, like, the last few games that I've been watching have actually been really good. Huddersfield Bolton one last night were great, and we went into that 1-0 at half time to home side. Maybe it will be the same sort of thing again. But I do still think Ipswich, with somebody like Davis on pitch and other bits of quality that they've got, I still think they will score. And it felt like it were coming. It did feel like it were coming. Thank you again, Kelly. I appreciate it. Right, I'm starting in a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can join halfway through anyway, so it don't matter. Okay, this is courtesy of our friend Loyal Royal as always. Who's Barnsley's top goal scorer? What? Whatever. Brucey, I think. I highly doubt that's true. I think someone else has scored loads for us in previous prehistoric era. But Bruce Dyer! He'll be top. Last 10 seasons, not counting how many playoff? 10 seasons. I believe Loyal Royal has made a full Barnsley quiz here, so if I don't win... Playoff campaigns, I've thought wins. That's still wrong. No, it's not. Oh, mate. What's wrong with it? I thought it said wins. Barnsley's biggest ever win was against. I think it's Port Vale. I don't know why it's Barnsley. I just, literally, Loyal Royal makes me a blue kit. I click it, and that's that. Regardless of what it is. We've done Minecraft quizzes. We've done everything. If it's a Barnsley one, I'm going to take it. When Barnsley win the FA Cup, I know that one. Loved it. Honestly, it was my favourite day, this. I remember cutting about with lads in my 3-piece suit and my flat cap going at game. We took Coyle House after. Such good times. FA Cup winners 1912. Good times. During the time of the EFL Championship. Oh, Ipswich, Reading, Derby, Cardiff. Ipswich, Reading, Derby, Cardiff. Ipswich. Oh, I knew it was going to be one of them. I was thinking it's either Ipswich or Cardiff before I'd have even seen the actual answers that it could have been. I mean, out of them, it's Bob, I think. Sir Bobby, we're here for about 8 years. I think he's played like 300 games, Bob. But still, I'm sure there's players that have done more, like Cecil McCormack. Something like one of them ones. He's played about 7,000 games for us. What is... OKJersey.com #ad. Why has no one voted for the hard workers, guys? What? Have some respect. Ooh. As points tally weren't even that bad. I'd say 8, I'd say 10 even. As points tally weren't bad. I think we went down with like 38 points or something. They like keep you up in every one at last like 10 years. As I see, it's not counting how many promotions have Barnsley achieved. Oh, that's probably gave it away earlier. That's the question then, didn't I? It's 2 in the last 10 years. Ah, should have been 3, really. Should have been 3. Okay, bad him. Alright. What said him is Barnsley famous for? True. Well, actually not true. We're the only English team to have won in our last 2 appearances to Anfield. Ballers. I would imagine if we've played in the most and we're always crap, I would imagine Ipswich. Fulham. That's sad. How sad's that? How sad is that? Biggest play sale? I'm sure it's Alfie Mawson. For everything, including add-ons and shit like that, it's our John. But I think Alfie Mawson was the... I'm fact-checking you. I am convinced it was Alfie Mawson. I think Alfie Mawson about 6 mil. these 4 teams bound to beat in all of the games. Well, you'd imagine somebody that we've barely ever played. Yeah. Great guess from me. We're doing alright. I've got a few wrong, but we're doing alright. Oh, for that, I would imagine Huddersfield. Like we seem to have a decent record against them, and it's another one that we've played a lot. What? Did the earlier question not say, who have we lost the most to? Oh, God. I imagine Puma. Oh, yeah, it's Puma. I'm doing crap here. Oh, oh, God, they were both here at the same time. I'll go Connell. Thank God. Connell and Phillips both joined same time. Browns win against Reading since it's a few times. It's a few times. I'll go. Oh, I think it's actually 98. Prem. Knowledge. Come on. I'll take. It might be pot. No, it's not. No. Peterborough. That's tough. Exeter have. Oh, God, we stink. Exeter have beaten us 3 times in a row. It's got to be out of the pool. Yeah. Nice. Come on. 2-2. I think they're all on 2. Unless Philo's on 3. Okay. I should have done alright. It's a Barnsley quiz. If I'm not like in top 3, there's something wrong. But I got a fair few wrong in fairness. Whopper is 3rd. Bunny is 2nd. Yeah! Yes! Yes! Come on! I have won a quiz. I have won a blue cat. God, I'm on fire. I am literally on fire. And I was crap there as well. I only got 14 out of 20 right. My God. Mr. Laurel, thank you very much. Wow, let me just get that up again. John, top of the division. Bunny in 2nd and Whopper in 3rd. Get in. That's not an asterisk season either. That definitely in an asterisk. What? What, a Barnsley related quiz with a bunch of guys that aren't Barnsley fans? That's not rigged. That ain't rigged at all. Joseph, I'm reading your thing now. Bramall Lane as well, that FA Cup it were, which we won. Won the cup in your backyard. You used to sing to Blades according to my granddad who was there. Really mental. And we brought the cup. Classic. Not a minute, Cal, because I ain't got the juice to do that with the sponsors now. You know what I mean? I can't owls. I can't do 2 at once. I can't. I've got another one for. I have one every stream, don't I? Well, for every watch along. You've just been unlucky with the timing. You've been unlucky. We can't because then the second half they'll start in 2 minutes, so we won't be able to. I think Mawson were right as well. Let me look at that. Barnsley record sale. Oh, if you're going off transfer market, it's wrong. Here for time. Ashley Ward for 6.2 million euros, and Alfie Mawson went for 6 million euros. So it's a marginal difference. Everything included, like we got £3 million up front for John Stones, and then a sell-on and loads of other stuff. And because it comes through your academy, you get paid off other bits. We've had like £8 million off John. John. I think that's saying we a lot, Bunny, to be fair. The most one's right, apparently. I wouldn't have thought that, I know. What's wrong with us, Joseph, honestly? What is truly wrong with us? No, Ellis, not at the minute. I'm going to ban that word. Shouldn't be getting paid while I'm not getting paid. What year was Ashley Ward sold? Never heard of him. 98, 99, like the season we got relegated. Brem. The season after even. I think, I'm sure, Joseph, correct me if I'm wrong here, I am sure Ashley Ward went to Blackburn as Shearer's replacement. I'm sure he did. Because Ward scored a few goals for Barnsley. I'm sure he went to Blackburn as Shearer replacement after it was chuffing minted. I think he lives in Dubai now. One of them ones. Ashley Ward. One of them ones. Luke, thank you for the 2, my brother. How aren't we 2-3 up here? Yeah, well, you're saying that, but Ipswich were unlucky with the penalty. I think they should have had another penalty, in fairness. Leif Davis put some serious balls across. I think a draw would be fair on reflection right now, Luke. I'm not going to lie to you, buddy. I think a draw would be fair on reflection right now. But I appreciate the 2. Kiss. Good man. Let me check Ashley Ward. I think he was a bit of a gorgeous fella as well at one of them ones. He scored 20 in 46 for Barnsley. And then he went to Blackburn and scored 13 in 54. And he got Barnsley's player at year in Prem. Hold on, I'm just seeing now. Oh, there's no, it doesn't tell you like that. I think so, LPP. I do think he's one of them ones. Yeah, he played for Bradford after Blackburn, I believe. Well, my dad always says, like, we've seen some good players, like my generation, 2000 onwards. We've seen some good players. Because I was, like, conscious in 2008 when I started going. So I remember some good footballers that we had. But I have not seen players like Ignat and Ward and them boys that we had. Joseph is still our record buy, I'm sure he is. I'm sure Ashley Ward is still our record buy. Unless it were Fjortoff or somebody like that when we were in Prem. But we have not broken our transfer record since 1998. It's mental that we've not spent any money since properly. Oh, shag. Oh, he'd already left. But he meant to fill that all. I'm going to say I'm sure I was being told stuff like that. That he was supposed to be the Shearer. Right, we're about to go for the second half, by the way, in Middlesbrough versus Ipswich. We are about to go. I'm waiting to press the button for the timer. We're off. We are off. Chris Waddle. Did you get much of Vastey? I don't think so. Because he didn't sign a right long contract with us. It were only with us for like 4 months. Not right, we were off to West Ham. He were absolutely... Oh, he was such a freak, Vastey. He was so good. So good. It does make me think sometimes, like, have Barnsley on my standards just dropped that much that I think some of the players that we've had in League One are good, when in reality, they like won't even... Oh my God, I thought that were going in. In reality, you know some boys that we've got now that I think are good. It's like, couldn't even lace Vastey's boots, man. I think it's just because I've not seen us be good for so long. Oh, God. We haven't been good since, like, Winnall and Urian when we first come up. I always get told, I don't know, Joseph, and that pisses me off. That if it had took pen, it'd have been 2-0 game over and we'd have gone up again. And imagine, oh, we'd have been in such a different place. Financially, everything. I could have been born into Barnsley being a Premier League side constantly. Oh, God. Oh, God. If only someone that experienced had took penalty in playoff final, I would have gone back up. Oh. And instead, what happened? Admin. Get in. Down to League One. You Reds! Oh. Well, I'm telling you what, Ellis, that Patrick Kelly is a baller. It's unfortunate that we've got, obviously, two of your positions are taken anyway by Connell, who's as captain, and Phillips, who's a different type of midfielder, but he's just, the output that he gets at this division's just daft. So them two aren't getting benched. And then Bland, who, like, he's 19 and he looks like he's played 1 million games. He's so good. So Kelly's unlucky that the strength in middle for us is at the best that it is. Well, it's such a high standard middle at part for us. But he will get a lot of game time for us over his career here. Really good player. I like him. There's a lot of energy and all when he comes on. He's such a little rat. And in the best way possible, it reminds me of Scowen. Such a rat. I'm alright, Killian, mate. Thank you, though. Stoke look good, mate. Honestly, I think Stoke look good. I said in review that I did, I think they're, not that you want to be reminded of these, but I think, oh, they're so slack on ball, Ipswich. I think Stoke reminded me at minute of Port Vale before they started winning a few games in a row. Because they were like, Port Vale were playing really good, just not getting it rub at green a bit. And I think that's Stoke at minute. Leif Davis is the best player on this pitch by a mile. Best player on the pitch by a mile. Thanks, Laura Royal. Appreciate it, mate. Kiss. Good man. I know it's daft, Joseph. It's daft. The only like modern player that my dad's generation look at and think, all right, he was serious, is Urian. Like a lot of like Winnow are a good striker, and then you've had Vazquez and Amels and these boys that were really good footballers. But like the only one that they put in conversation that like, okay, yeah, he can sort of he can chat to like Redders and these boys. Well, he can't Redders or Glavin or them, but he's a really good footballer. He's Urian from modern day, and that's it. He's the only one compared to what we've had. I do think it's just because he could score screamer after screamer after screamer, Urian, consistently. Freaky kick at box Ipswich here, by the way. Your fans are away from home and really good. Really good. Frankie, nice donation to Bet365, buddy. Really nice donation from you there. I'm going to say, that is the type of stuff. I used to put 10p mega rackers on when I were at uni. Like 10p absolutely mental 20-fold hackers and try and win like 8 grand off 10 pence. And I just put one on every weekend. And I think the best I ever did, I got like 15 out of 21 week, and I was like, fucking hell, I'm actually going to be a bajillion area. But it's like, it is borderline impossible to get 6 scores correct on Super 6. So imagine trying to get like 20 results right. You will not do it. They were pony at Derby. Yeah, but Alex, the people said that a lot, like Sheffield United fans said stuff like that. When Derby and Sheffield United and all these other boys had him, his legs had gone. Urian, the period of Urian, when, well, the promotion season for us, but specifically that season with us, the first like 6 months we was in Championship into going to Villa for like a year and a half, it was absolutely unbelievable. He was so good for us. And he's one of them that as long as he don't do out stupid, oh my god, that's a great little ball. As long as Middlesbrough on a chance here. Good ball. Oh, slightly too much on it. The Middlesbrough still got a chance. Hackney edge at box. Oh, look it. Whittaker. Oh, skied it. Like, as long as Urian don't do out stupid and go to Leeds or Sheff Wednesday or something as a manager, if he don't do out daft and he stays here for a bit, there's like genuine club legend status online here. And not like you just say it for everybody. But with Barnsley, you'd probably said something like that about Glavin, Redders, Alan Clark. Like, it's them boys. And I think Urian could enter that sort of fray. Because as a player, it was just ridiculous for us. Like, absolutely ridiculous. that someone like us, Barnsley, could have what I'm going to say it again, what was the best football in Championship by a mile when he went to Villa. For us to have him, they just didn't feel right. It felt stupid. Jim, thank you for the 5, my brother man. Thoughts on Northampton this season? Please take McCarthy back, his crap. I told you, like, the reason, just to go from one extreme high to an extreme low now, we had our worst season in decades last season, and it's because we're playing people like that. Now, don't disrespect you, Jimmy, no disrespect at all, but you're a Northampton fan, and even you're saying he's crap. That's what do you know what I mean? We're starting that fella for us. Absolute dog ass, mate. Absolute ass of the dog. But I appreciate you £5, guess. You're good defensively, but the Rotherham loss has worried me from your perspective. It has worried me a little bit. You know what I mean? Slightly like one of them ones. I don't know. And it's like try and find 4 teams that are good down in front of you. You've got Rotherham, Peterborough, probably Exeter. But then it's like you're looking at Burton, maybe. It's a toughie. It's a toughie to try and find teams that'll be below you. Because all 4 that's come up look better, Nick, than you and all. Got to be said. I don't know. I think if you finish 5th bottom, Jim, then your jobs are good, is what I would say. But I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much for the £5. That will be spent on 1 Guinness in Bradford tomorrow. Fucking come on. Speaking of, has anybody watched, like, is it called House of Guinness? Something like that. I want to watch it. Because there's certain thing, anybody that's got a wife or a husband, I don't know, baby. You know what I mean? 2025. When you don't live together, there's certain things that you get invested in and you can't even watch. Like, we've been watching Dexter, and I can't finish Dexter because I listened to you. So then I've got to watch something else, and I'm thinking about watching that House of Guinness thing. So I might have a crack on that. Every safe decent. Oh, I'm giddy. I can't wait to get fucking levered. Red has managed Leeds, true, but he's not a Barnsley man, I guess you could say. And he played for, well, he's had a say in a lot of Yorkshire sides around here, hasn't he? Redders. And also, he'd been here for that long that you sort of, and he was captain to get us promoted to Premier League. So you've got to, like, cut him some slack, Redders, haven't you, really? He played like 250 games for us or something ridiculous. I'll tell you what as well, hot take, from the bits that I've seen of Redders when he were at Barnsley, and I've watched all like highlights, Premier League games and stuff like that. What did he get? 11 goals or something from Middlesbrough Park for Barnsley, a relegation, a side that got relegated, Middlesbrough 2-0. A side that got relegated, I'm just going to ruin my flow. A side that got relegated from Premier League, and it were a Tidgy side and all in Barnsley, and he got loads of goals from Middlesbrough Park. He should have played for England, Redders, that season. Neil Redfern should have played for England. I'm saying it. And if I ever get asked some question, it's like, who's the best player that never played for England? I'm going to say Neil Redfern. It's bullshit. Anyway, Middlesbrough 2-0 up. So my prediction has gone out the wazoo. And I do honestly think that if they come out on top in this, who's going to stop these? Middlesbrough look quite good. They look quite good. I do think it's been fairly 50-50. And Middlesbrough, for the most part, I do think have taken advantage of Ipswich being quite sloppy. He's marginally offside, but whatever. You know what I mean? They've got very lucky again. But Palmer's been crap. Ipswich keeper's been crap here. There's been a few. There's an obvious chance again for Middlesbrough where he's palmed it out, spilled it straight into his path, striker for Borough, and then he's ended up skying in it. They've had a few chances, Borough, that they've just not finished him enough. Bit dodgy, this. It's a little bit dodgy. What's Borough's next game? I want to have a look at Middlesbrough's next games quickly. Because if they've got a few where you're looking at them and thinking, win, 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 then you've got to start taking them really serious. Well, I'm not being funny. The next 3, Wednesday away, you're looking at as a win, aren't you? Wrexham at home, I'd probably say is a win. Watford away, again, I think you're big favourites there. But then you get into Leicester, Brum, Oxford away, Cov. But again, then you've got some decent fixtures after. We could be in a position where Middlesbrough are really, really up at top at Christmas. And then for a side like Middlesbrough, who have got some brass anyway, they're one of the bigger sides in this league, you would think you'd spend the brass required to really propel yourself forward. They're not a Tidger that's going to be in and around it, that you think, oh, can they go and spend £10 million in Jan if they think they can do it. Middlesbrough can. So if they carry on doing all right here, they might be in a right spot going into Jan. Nah, Tommy Conway won't get 1 minute in Premier League, mate. Not 1 minute. Joseph, just to bring it back to Barnsley, everybody again. Yeah, Eke, he's a dog. Good manager. He's a dog. He's never been a Barnsley fan. I don't buy it, mate. I just don't buy it. I'll tell you what, as well. I went to I've said this before, but not in detail. I went to like a night with Paul Heckingbottom thing when he was Barnsley gaffer in town. The Barnsley man, it's one of them. It's like get some Bradford club and like charities and that, and it was a good night. And he was like going through his stories and stuff like that. And people weren't shy even then when he was manager us, and they were like, "How can you claim you're a Barnsley fan when you played for every team under Sun round here, but especially Wednesday?" And then he were blagging saying like, "Oh, I went to Wednesday on like, and then my agent told me I could have gone to Barnsley afterwards, and I was gutted, and I tried to pull out it and all this." I'm like, "Fucking shut up, man." You know what I mean? Shut up. He's a good manager though. He's a good manager. If anyone watching game, what's Smonics being like? He pulled out of Island squad injured, but he's starting tonight. Oh, one of them ones, is it? One of them ones. I think he's been alright, Smonics. He's had a couple decent little moves. To be fair. But obviously none of Ipswich boys have done a great deal from an attacking perspective because they're losing 2-0. I do think the best player still on pitch and still by some margin has been Leif Davis. He has been easily the best footballer on this pitch for a side that's losing 2-0 and is a defender. It could have been a few more, I know, Paul, to be fair. Oh, Ipswich will 1,000,000% still finish top 6. Definitely. But, like, safe Coventry win, again, you're starting to look at quite a gap to a side that is showing no signs of slowing down. Like, no disrespect here, but I'll use League One as an example. The bigger sides are looking at, oh, fucking what they're doing, Ipswich, you can't stop off him that much. League One sides, the bigger ones, are looking at top at league in Stevenage and thinking, it's only Stevenage. And it's a wrong way to look at it because they're a good team. But people look at them and thinking, it's only a little Stevenage, they'll fall off, you know what I mean? All this type of thing. Someone like Coventry, champ, ain't falling off. They're going to keep going. Alan Brown's been good, but I think Davis has been best player on page. In terms of like key moments, he could have easily had like an hat-trick or assists in first half. Yeah, I mean Coventry are just a joke, man. An absolute joke. It's so good. I would like to see him in Prem though, you know. Again, a bit more a distribution of wealth. It's different teams going up all the time. Coventry are minted anyway, aren't they? I like Lampard as well. Got to be said, I really, really like Lampard as a gaffer and as a bloke. It comes across as a good man. But Coventry are just, the team's mental. And it's another side, like I won't say a big side specifically, but it's a side that's got like a good fan base, good attendances. An ex-Prem side that's not been in it and they've just been dwelling around being shit for ages. And I think they're sort of sides that you look at and think, I want you to do alright. Decent ball. You've got to play that a bit earlier, pal. You're clearly a Wednesday fan only when because you were about to get loaned to Boston, so he said you were a Barnsley fan, so we could start. Yeah, I'm going to say. Well, it was saying in that interview thing that I watched with him when I was there, it was saying like, oh, when you're from Royston, you're either a Barnsley fan or a Leeds fan and all this. And you're like, I hate Leeds. It weren't that kid. It weren't saying a lot about the Wednesday side of things, but it was like, he absolutely hates Leeds. Leaves Barnsley as a manager to go to Leeds. I get this money and all this type of stuff going on. And when it's in front of you, it's obviously a lot harder to say no to. But you're already minted anyway. You're managing a club that you support, apparently. We're doing well. You know what I mean? That's stupid. Sam, I don't even think Lampard were a bad manager. Oh, for God's sake, no way! Does that say internal heat again? Is that what that says? Because we're in trouble if it does. Fucking what? 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Jesus Christ. Honest to God, man. Right, I need to sort that out after this. One sec, everybody. Fucking hellfire. Hi, guys. That's not good, though, because if I want to film longer things, how am I supposed to do it with a camera that continuously overeats? Why is it overeating? Why? I need to know the reason for this. Because, like, there's no problem with battery or anything. It's on 52% battery. What is the reasoning for this? I need to know. Yeah, my mic's different, though, Paul, is what it is. 2 bags for a camera. Oh, my God. Can someone help me? What is the reason? Because it's too hot. What am I? Why do I ask for help? Because it's too hot. Camera turns off saying it's too hot. It's too hot. Really? Come on, guys. Yeah, but why? Oh my God, it's Middlesbrough Lightning here. Ball. Oh no, unlucky. Just I don't understand. Madra, my brother, member for 12 months. Oh my God. Member for 12 months. Shit. 1 year anniversary, brother. Kiss. Thank you very much, Team Madra, for 1 straight year of being a member. My man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, my brother. You need to stop spending the good money on bets and get a proper camera. I don't even bet, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not even a gambler. I ain't even a gambler, buddy. But I appreciate it very much, Team Madra. Thank you so much for 1 year of constant support. Love you very much. The absolute man. People are saying put a fan on it. Is that a genuine thing that people do, though? Put a fan on it? I mean, it's quite warm in this corner. But how long does it last from a full charge? I'm not recording, though, is the thing. Like, the camera's on, but I've got something called a cam link, which is the wire. Too much fire content, oh man. I've got something called a cam link, which is the wire connecting the camera to the computer to stream like that. If you can, then charge it with a cable as opposed to batteries. I do. I have a battery in it, obviously, but I'm not actually recording. But like, I've had it on there for well over an hour, like what, 75 minutes, something like that, and it's still got 55% charge left, and it was full when I started. So it can last for hours by constantly being on. But the thing is, that's actually a really good point, but the thing is, the battery is underneath. Ask it politely. What am I talking to? You know what it is? I didn't address it yesterday, actually. I think it's because it's like, it's well, it's not recording, but well, it is recording, I guess. From the camera's perspective, it's obviously showing you it. I've got it in like, I've got the frame rate at like, no, the frame rate's not even mad. I think I've got it recording like 4K, and it doesn't need to be. So I think I need to bring it down, but I don't know how to bring something like that down. So it's a job for tomorrow, that one, actually, I think. But I just need it to be able to go for longer than it is doing, really. Because I've never had that problem with this. Reduced to 30 frames. But if I do it 30 frames, I'm going to be going like... You know what I mean? You'll be able to see my in every individual movement. If I do it 30 frames. Make sure you turn off any extra features you don't need as well. What light, though? Actually, what light? Do 1080p 60 frames. Check the box off product information. That box is probably some support line or something. I need to do something, don't I? It's alright if it's short term, but that's just it's a bit daft. I don't know if it's recording in 1080p. Let me go and check. Still a bit warm, like. Ipswich on edge. Nunes just come on. Nunes and Apom have come on. Oh, unlucky. Right, let me turn this thing back on. So, where does it even say? Where does it say what it's filming in? It says 1 out of 250 in bottom left corner. If any computer guy, any camera guys, right? I'm gonna read you some stats. In the bottom left corner, when I've just got it on here, when I just turn it on, right there, it says 1 out of 250 in bottom left corner. What do I need to do? There's too many gizmos and that on it though. It's not like a normal camera. There's so many like stupid things going on. On the screen, yeah, on the screen, Levi, it says 1 out of 250 in bottom left on the actual screen itself. That's shutter speed. What the bloody hell's that? How is this my job and I ain't got a clue what I'm doing? What is shutter speed? Is that if I take a photo, how many times it like goes? What is shutter speed? I don't know what to do. 120 frames. Oh, that's what that means. So it's effectively 120 frames. Right, so I need to turn that... Oh, it's 250 frames. What's happened there? It's like frame rate for pictures. I don't know what to do. I don't get it. Bag of shit. It's for pictures, not videos, so ignore it. Am I being an idiot? It's like genuine question. Am I being an idiot? Right, so if I'm ignoring shutter speed, I just need it to effectively show me in 60 frames. That's all I want it to do. That's all I want. All I want the camera to do is show me myself in 60 frames. I don't want it to record audio. I don't want it to do absolutely anything else. I just want it to do that. That's all I want it to do. Could someone help me do that, please? I want to turn everything else off. Just record it in 60 frames. Right, okay, though. Thank you. I've not heard that name in a while, to be fair, Sam. Yeah, but Joseph, I need better cameras. I need them. I need them. I don't think so, Levi. I don't know. I'm just going to stop reading comments. You lot are weird. Some of you guys are weird. Ipswich is going to do Bolton. I'm not sure. What FPS is your camera at? I don't know. I literally don't know. In fact, while Alan Brown's injured, let's have a look. So if I get this on menu, one sec, guys. I will talk about game once it's actually back on, but it's Alan Brown just injured on floor. Show it to me. Record settings. Right, record settings. It says 25p 60m. I ain't got a clue. Right, frame rate's at 100, so I'll fucking drop that shit down to 50. 25p 60m. Any idea? There's some really good defending from Middlesbrough going on there, because she should have done well there. Right, I can't reduce to 2560m anyway. So S and Q settings, I've reduced it to record settings 50p, frame rate 50 frames. But I feel like, you know, when you watch other fellas, why is their stuff so good then? Because they can't be doing it in 50 frames. .25p is 25 frames. What's the M stand for? 60m. Yeah, Matt will see why it's not been that good as this so far. Not gonna lie. Try dummy battery. But like, I don't know. Hold on, Middlesbrough gonna have a chance here. Is it right? You know what? Realistically, is it just a case that I need to just not use this camera for lives? Is that just what I'm at? Clear, that's actually quite a good idea, mate. I'm not gonna lie. That's quite a good idea. I know what I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to ask ChatGPT. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll put his camera down. We'll grow. Right. Right. Fair enough. Ipswich corner. Nope. Middlesbrough corner. Ratting Jeans, you are helpful. Will you message me, please? On like Twitter or Instagram. And help a brother out, please. Please, God. So I need help. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It can't just be because there's a wire in it. Because I have this, literally, with this camera that I've been using now, I had the charger and the same wires in it, and it'd just go forever. It's just tweaking out, this fella. The big one. $20.25, baby. Just ask the robots. What's bog roll with legs? One of them fellas. Oh, I'm not in zone now. You know what I mean? I'm no longer in the zone. Okay, leave that, man. Oh, all right, buddy. Decent ball. They've got a chance here. Ipswich. Edge up box. Deflects. Corner. Oh, it's O'Shea that's come onto it, so that's why. All right, toast. I'm not in zone. Ipswich need something though. They need to spark my interest. Ball. Well, that's that then. Right, 2-1 the back. Darrow shit. Well, he just won up corner anyways. Walked onto it and had shot from edge of box. Fair dues. Fair dues. Goal Ipswich. They are back. 2-1. Right, we might have a good end to this game now. We might have a good end to this game. Really shit defending. Really, really poor defending. It's come from miles away. It's a good header and all that. Really good header. Oh, we might be onto a finish right now, baby. We might be onto a finish. Ipswich running back straight away, no? Oh. That marking was shocking. They worked it well, though. They did well to get him round there for that. But they really need to start putting it on now. Do you think Middlesbrough have got it in them to see something like this out? Thing is, you know, you do. I often just find myself when I look at the scores with Ipswich more than anything, and you see subs that they can bring on. You almost just think that it's inevitable that they will score late goals, Ipswich, just because of the squad depth. It's mental. Now, I've been on YouTube for, like... No, I started, like... Did I not start end of April last year? So it's been like a year and a half, effectively, that I've been on YouTube. But on TikTok, I've been on it for a few years. Like 3 years, I think. 4 years, maybe. Corey O'Keefe could not have scored that, my friend. Ain't no way. You think it ends 3-1 Borough? I could see. I know why you're coming from with your logic on that. You think Ipswich should just be so many men up that they'll just have a compensate a bit. Borough go down and break on counter. So have a look fast on break, Borough. Okay, Paul Guiz. You chill out. You can't. That's a bit of rushed ball. Good touch, Philogene. Bad touch, Philogene. Really, really bad touch from Borough, top end at pitch. They're so slack. I don't know what's going on with Ipswich, but it's been a thing all game here. The midfielders are just... They're taking so long on ball, Ipswich. There's no urgency about them, is there? There's no urgency about them at all. Oh, I'm a bit of an Old Mill Lane man, George, if I'm not gonna lie. But the Morrison's one's best. Now. Ball! Oh, God. Go down there from Borough keeper, that would go. I doubt it, Toast, mate, to be honest. I really highly doubt it. Ipswich has a poor midfield. I'm inclined to agree with you, to be honest. They take so long, don't they, on ball? Especially next to these Borough ones, Acne and Brown. That just... They're a lot more composed, aren't they? There's more urgency in him. I feel like they make right decision a lot more often. And Ipswich just take a bit too long. Yeah, Matu Siwa's not been very cracking, has he? I think they bought him for quite a lot and all. Why ain't Russell rated for you lot anymore? He's so slack on ball. He's just a slug. He don't run. Sadie, do not worry about it. You know what I mean? I want my viewers to have a life outside of football as well, surely. It has been quite a good game, to be fair. It has been a good game. Ping. You've got to imagine now, 10 minutes left, that Ipswich are really just going to pepper him. And it's if Borough can withstand it. Done really well there. Philogene out on right now. That's poor. Oh, really poor marking, though. Shit defending that at back stick. Oh, he's offside. Right, nice one, writing Jeans. I'll get back to you after this. Thank you, mate. Appreciated. I think, you know, with smaller sides, just in general, you always think that they're going to fall off anyway. Just speaking to you, Levi. I'm speaking about like QPR, Preston, Stoke. Or not so much smaller teams, but ones that you weren't going to take serious at start. I feel like you're always sort of got it in the back of your mind that they will. But to take them properly serious, I think you're looking at 1st of Feb. Because if a smaller side can come through January and be alright, then they're doing really good. January's just a killer for smaller teams. They're doing well. Yeah, Turnbull looked good though. Against like at start, first couple of games, Turnbull looked good for you this year. Unless it's because you were playing shitters that aren't gonna like even come and try and play against you. Oh, unlucky that. What are you on about, toast? Yeah, I do. See, Joseph, I'm still in Old Mill Lane, man. I think I'm that side of town anyway. Gotta be. I'm gonna say he's offside there. Borough boy. Kick ball away. That's just a stupid cat. You're just stupid. You're a donut. Why? Why kick the ball away? You've been on pitch for 10 seconds and you've got a card for kicking ball away for now. Just stupid. You're just stupid. I don't get it either. Like, I get the urge to be a cock is there. Like, believe me, I've played football a long time and I love being a dickhead. So I can understand the urge to just flick ball past somebody and kick it away from them a bit. But when you're going to get fined hundreds of pounds for doing it, why? Do you know what I mean? Why? Why are you doing that? I ain't got a clue what that is, Joseph. Taylor's on. Bloody hell, is he still here? Been about forever, this Taylor. He come from Peterborough, didn't he? Jack Taylor. One that he's just never really nailed the place down, has it? And it's tough, in fairness, with like the players that are around him, and he's got a decent wedge now. He was a good player at Peterborough. Real ale pub near bus station called Bar Ruel. I cannot envision where that is. Where is it? Where is it close to? I know you're saying bus station, but like where? Bar Ruel. Is it where it's Salt House and all them are? On the other side? Market Kitchen. Yeah, but that's just a standard killing, isn't it, mate? You end up at 5 for Norwich away. That is tough. That is seriously tough. God. You're getting up at 5 in the morning. Oh god, I hadn't had an away like that in a while, to be fair. Not a proper shitter where you're going like 4 hours travel time at least. What are you on about with that Ben Davies thing? I ain't got a clue what you're on about. What is that ball acne? Bloody hell. You get 500 for a yellow. You get a percentage, or they'll have it in changing room where it's like if you get a card, you get either a percentage of your wage or just probably like a flat £100 or something. But it's going to be different depending. I'd assume it's a percentage of the wage if you get cards. What a run! Oh god, chuffing Elliot well to get on that. Is he offside? Down alleyway near Courthouse. You have got me lost right now. Alleyway near Courthouse. I'm just gonna have to Google it. I have never seen that thing in my life. Ever. It's up Regent Street. What, where Paul Wilkinson's used to be? I've never even seen that, mate. I'll tell you what, I haven't walked up there in a while, to be fair. But it's just up from Paul Wilkinson's vape shop, innit? But I've never been in. Do you go into Hull for a piss up? Ooh. Do something else. Sadie, save yourself. Do something else. Hull is not the place. Listen, no disrespect here, but I know you're from Birmingham, but my God. Hull. Wow. One of the only places that make you want to go home. Oh, my. Oh, Mowbray's there. God, I haven't been on chuffing coach to an away in a long, long time either. Can't remember the last away I went on coach. Chuffing ages. Yeah, I'm not going in there, Joseph. I'm not a real ale man anyway. Oh, look at there. Ipswich boy, and he's asked for a card. Oh, come on, ref, you're chuffing jobs with. Honestly. Yeah, exactly, Joseph. You just don't want to give them your money then, do you? If they're like that. I can't wait to be Eden's to be done in Map. Map's a great little hub, you know. For what is a small centre of the village. Like 7 bars there. But it needed something like what Eden's is going to be. If it's like a sporty bar thing and they've got tellies on with football and it serves Guinness, then that is going to absolutely slap in Map. I will be there. I will be there. I'll tell you what, if it's open before Christmas and all, that shit's going to be booming. He looks busy. That striker that Ipswich have brought on looks a very busy fella. Good defending from Matt Target there. Staining spoons. Yeah, fairs. I think we'll win not 3-1. I think we'll win 2-1 tomorrow away at Bradford. Seriously. I seriously think we will win. I'm being real. I'm going to get you up. Hold on. Luke, I've seen you, mate. I'm going to pull you up on screen when it comes through this a minute. That has just made me laugh. Oh, God. Thank you for the 2, mate. Nerves are real. Are you at the game? Are you at the game right now? You're doing all right here. You're doing all right. Thank you, Luke. Believe. Believe, brother. Cheers, mate. Favela or Estabula? More of a favela guy, but to be honest, not that keen on either. The concept is just not for me. It's really not. I'll tell you, I'm not to gatekeep because it's in town anyway and you can never get in. Best restaurant in Barnsley, town centre, is that Mediterranean that's up from Garrison. That's unreal. And then if you go in like outskirts, then Capri at Newmiller Dam. That's a serious institution. But that Mediterranean, real serious restaurant. That very nice. Very nice. Jake, thank you for the 2, my brother. Carl, do you think Chansiri sells by Christmas? I'm sorry, buddy. My answer is no. I'm really sorry, mate, but I don't think so. I know there's this winding up order that's supposed to be coming. But whenever he's got a slight sliver of a chance, I just don't think he sells. I think he looks for investors rather than a buyer. Chansiri, I can't see him accepting a Sheffield Wednesday without Chansiri in it. That'd be my position on it, or what I think is like. I think he would rather risk going than him going. That'd be my perspective. I do think eventually get rid, but I think you'll be down before you get rid of him, personally. But thank you. I appreciate it, my friend. Kiss. Cam, my brother, thank you very much. A fiver to make sure you pick someone to lose every week from now on. Can't be jinxing us again. Well, I've got you to lose against Wolves, mate. Not gonna lie. If you've seen Conor McGilligan's thing, we do like Prem predictions on there. And I have got Wolves to beat you at your place. So congrats on the win, mate. Congrats on the win. I think you're a good side, but I also think, like, looking at tomorrow, I think Wolves are and all, you know. I don't think Wolves are a bad team at all, despite the position that they're in. at points tally they're on. They're not going to lose every week forever. Soon they will get a win, and I think it'll be tomorrow. But I appreciate the 5, Cam, very much. And I'll tell you what, if you win again, I will do the same thing for you next week, buddy. But thank you for the 5. Toast, thank you. Brother man, as always, member for 3 months. Struber, added by all on 9+3 in front of Manning. I will personally be there. You think you win? I went with Desi, didn't I, for that? And I don't regret it. I do think it'll be a 2-2. Maybe a score draw. I think it'd be a good point for you all that. It genuinely would be a good game. Or a good point even. Oh, me trim's crap, man. I can't even get in for weeks. Oh, I'm gonna look like an absolute yeti. By the time I get in, I'm gonna look like an abominable snowman. On a snow cone. Thank you, Teeny Toast. Thank you as always, though, my friend. Member for 3 months. Absolute legend. Kiss. And a mod these days. Luke, thank you for the 2 again, brother. I'm at the game. I haven't felt like this in ages. Mate, believe. I'll tell you what, you'll be in front by the time, like, surely it's done now. Like, actual real game. It can't be long, but I appreciate Luke. Luke, Toast, Cam, Jake, everybody, thank you very much. There's been a lot of love in there. I appreciate you all. Kiss. Legends. Thank you very much. Abominable. No. Not abdominable. Abominable. 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 Did I say abdominable? Abominable. Snowman with abs. Maybe one last chance for Ipswich here. They've got ball out on right hand side. If they can get a ball in, there's a slight chance. They're pissing about with it. Lad, you've got 30 seconds. Get it in box. You absolute toolbox. You have got 20 seconds. Get it in the box. Abominable. That's what I said. Shut up, Ollie. Get it in box. Why? It's... If he wins it here, it's over. It's over anyway. I'll tell you what. It's full time. Middlesbrough 1. Middlesbrough 2 even. Ipswich 1. I genuinely did not see that coming. Gotta be said, I thought Ipswich had been better side, but Middlesbrough seriously saw that out quite well. I think they defended well for most parts. And did they get slightly lucky? It could have been offside for second goal. I think they should have had a penalty for the handball personally. But the important thing is Middlesbrough won game. They've got 3 points. End of. And they're in a really, really good position. Coming out to international break again. Obviously, it's a banana skin anyway because it's Ipswich, who are a really good side. But that's a really impressive win. Seriously, that is a really, really impressive win. Ah, bloody hell. Thank you, cfowler8. Well, boys, it's been a blast. I'm going to go off now. I'm not going to piss about or dilly-dally because I want to sort my camera out and make sure everything's all right. But, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Love you all. Anybody that's donated, I appreciate you very much. Thank you, as always, to OK Jersey for sponsoring the channel. The link is at the top of the description below. Absolute pleasure. Love you all. Thank you, as always. And I will be live on Sunday morning at about 10ish, but it'll be scheduled anyway for, hopefully, Barnsley beating Bradford, but we'll find out. I believe in the Reds. Really good game. Middlesbrough 2-1 against a really good side. Middlesbrough look quite good. Absolute pleasure. Love you all, and I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye, brothers.